Good morning. Welcome to the graduation ceremony for the Timberlane Regional High School class of 2013. Before going any further, please join me in applauding District Music Director Mr. Anthony DiBartolomeo and the Timberlane Graduation Ensemble for their performance of Pomp and Circumstance. It is my privilege to be joined on the stage this evening by the following members of the Timberlane Regional School Board. Vice Chair, Mrs. Nancy Steenson, Mr. Roger Barzak, Mr. Peter Belo, Mr. Richard Blair, Mrs. Kate Delfino, Mr. Michael Mescola, and Mr. Kelly Ward. Also joining me on the stage are Dr. Earl Metzler, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Winfried Fenneberg, the Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Scott Strange, the Director of Secondary Education, Mr. John Leary, Associate Principal. Let's keep that enthusiasm. Mr. Brian O'Connell, Assistant Principal, Mrs. Maria Denola, Assistant Principal, and Ms. Mary Widman, Assistant Principal. We are pleased that the following invited guests are in attendance with us here today. The Honorable Chuck Morse, State Senator. The Honorable Norm Major, State Representative. The Honorable Deborah DeSimone, State Representative. And Sergeant Barber of the United States Marine Corps. We will begin the program by calling to the podium National Honor Society Co-President, Rebecca Bassi.
On behalf of the class of 2013, a special thanks to everyone who has gotten us here. Parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, teachers, and mentors. We couldn't have done it without you. The most influential woman in my life once told me, life is a journey, not a destination. And this is exactly what the class of 2013 has gone through the past 4 years, a journey. It is not possible to reflect upon everything that we have been through and accomplished over the 4 years in just one speech. Each event holds so many memories that it is nearly impossible to describe them all. But all of these memories have added up to one important thing, the most memorable high school experience we could ever ask for. Over the past 4 years, we have come together. Throughout the years, we have struggled through tragedies, but we have also accomplished our goals. Unfortunately, we had to overcome one of the biggest tragedies of all, losing a classmate. On August 22nd, David Augusta passed away. As a class, we came together, leaned on each other's shoulders, and did every senior event with him on our minds. He was remembered by his closest friends for hunting, jamming out to Tony Montana, and above all, filling a room with laughter. Let us all honor David in a moment of silence. Thank you. E.E. Cummings once said, "It takes courage to grow up and become who we really are. Learning is just another part of growing up. It's bittersweet. In a way, learning has robbed us and at the same time left us a gift. We trade naivety and innocence in exchange for knowledge and wisdom. As a whole, we have grown into the people we are today, but that journey does not end here. Some will grow into doctors, journalists, teachers, mentors, mothers, fathers, Marines, or soldiers. Some people will strengthen their friendship that have been made within this school. I challenge each and every one of you to never stop reaching for your dreams. Make a difference in this world so that 50 years from now you can be proud of who you have become and what you have achieved. While our journey together has just ended, your new journey has begun. As Drake famously sings, "Started from the bottom, now we here." Thank you.
Well done. Thank you, Kendra. At this time, I welcome to the podium Student Representative Ryan Tingley to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please rise.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Thank you, Ryan. Please remain standing as senior members of the concert choir come towards the podium and line up for singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does the star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Mr. Harrington, and thank you, senior members of the concert choir. Please be seated. Presenting the welcome address this morning is Senior Class President Avon LaRosa. Avon, please come forward.
As poet David Bottoms once said, we all want to break our orbits, float like satellites gone wild in space, run the risk of disintegration. We all want to take our lives in our hands and hurl them among the stars. But I question whether or not we would have the ability to even grasp our tender lives without the support and unconditional love of those gathered here today. On that note, I, Avon LaRosa, Senior Class President, welcome you all to share with us this harvest of success, knowledge, and compassion that we've accumulated thus far in our mere 18 years of existence. I welcome you not as harvesters of our crops, but rather as spectators and facilitators of our journeys. Before me sit proud administrators and school board members, teachers and faculty, parents, friends, and extended family. I welcome all of you. This morning, we celebrate the launch of a new era. We exist here today for the very last time as the class of 2013, surrounded in all of our glory by the very people who have made our existences and successes feasible. Through our years together as a class, we have gathered many times and taken many forms through rousing theatrical and musical performances, sporting events, academic competitions, and other demonstrations of our ample and endless talents. We've showcased our undying class pride time and time again during Spirit Week events and homecoming, and we've rallied together during times of joy as well as times of distress. We exist here today for the very last time as the class of 2013, and it is truly my honor and privilege to welcome you all as facilitators of happiness and success to all those who walk across this stage today. American writer Dennis Waitley once said, "You must welcome change as a rule, but never as your ruler." I welcome you today to help facilitate our change. Thank you.
Beautifully done, Avon. Thank you. It has been a year of tremendous achievement at Timberlane, in particular by this senior class, a group that is sending 80% of the senior day school graduates to either military or 2- or 4-year colleges. We had 88 students, seniors, recognized in Concord as New Hampshire Scholars in this, our first year in the program. The students in this class have exhibited outstanding academic performance, community service, and co-curricular involvement. You have touched us with your effort, your respect, and your enthusiasm. The result of all this is a senior class that sits before me quite ready to graduate. On behalf of the administration and staffs of all the schools in our district, thank you, class of 2013. This morning, throughout the ceremony, I'll be saluting a number of significant student accomplishments. First, I'd like to recognize some students who we failed to honor the other night, but today we want to make special note of. These are students that Sergeant Barber of the United States Marine Corps will help me with by presenting awards. These are United States Marine Corps awards. Will the following students and Officer Barber please come forward? First, Emily Swanson and Nicholas Quirk, whom we honor as recipients of the United States Marine Corps Award for Academic Excellence. Secondly, Rebecca Bassi and Ryan McCarthy, the recipients of the Marine Corps Award for Athletic Excellence. And third, Rebecca Malcolmer and Gage Gallant, this year's recipients of the Marine Corps Semper Fidelis Award for Music Excellence. Sergeant Barber, please give them their awards. It's taking some time because these awards are written in secret code.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Emily? Yeah. Congratulations. Nicholas? Congratulations. Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. I'd like to give a senior salute to the following 14 students who have announced their commitment to serve, learn, and grow in the armed forces. As I call your names, please stand and remain standing until I've called all of your names. First, George Nefakos, the United States Air Force Academy Prep School. Ethan Larking, U.S. Army. Zachary Luscombe, United States Army. Brian Tower, United States Army. Christopher Miller, United States Army National Guard. Logan Nicolaisen, United States Army National Guard. Stephen Bilodeau, United States Marine Corps. Ryan Collins, United States Marine Corps. Gage Gallant, United States Marine Corps. Casey Hicks, United States Marine Corps. Nicholas Martin, United States Marine Corps. Adam Sheridan, United States Marine Corps. Kane Zimmerman, United States Marine Corps. And Joshua Smith, United States Navy. Thank you all for the commitment you are making to serve your country. Our community is very proud of you. At this time, I'd like to call to the podium Associate Principal, Mr. John Leary, to address the crowd. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Every celebration is, at its deepest level, an opportunity for Thanksgiving. The 4th of July is a celebration of our nation's independence, but it's also a day of Thanksgiving for the country we live in. A wedding celebration is most certainly a time of Thanksgiving for the deep love shared between two people. And today's graduation celebration is, at its core, a Thanksgiving Day. Let me tell you why. For most of us, our ancestors came to this country many years ago. The greeting they received may not have been one to be thankful for, but we know our ancestors, with sorrow in their hearts for the homes and loved ones they left behind, were grateful for the opportunities they believed America held for them and their descendants. At the main port of entry in New York, more specifically Ellis Island, the Statue of Liberty stood as a beacon of hope for many of our immigrant ancestors. At the base of the statue, the words of Emma Lazarus embodied these hopes. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Not so long ago, 12 to be exact, your parents brought most of you to one of our local beacons of hope and opportunity, Atkinson Academy, Danville Elementary, the Pollard School, or Sandown Elementary. I'm confident the greeting you received was much more welcoming than the ones your ancestors received many years ago. But when you walked through those doors, you were fulfilling your ancestors' dreams. The dream of an education that would provide you with freedom and opportunities they sought when they left their homes and loved ones behind to come to America. If time travel to the future were possible in their day, your immigrant grandparents, should they be here today, would be overcome with a heartfelt sense of gratitude. Their dream of an education for their descendants would be cause for both celebrating and thanksgiving. The word education comes from two Latin words, e meaning out, and ducare meaning to lead. So to educate means to lead out, and to be educated means to be led out of. So, lead out or led out of what? Many of you studied the Greek philosopher Plato's allegory of the cave, in which he tells the tale of people trapped in a cave of shadows, where illusionary images of the world are believed to be reality itself. Only when one prisoner in the cave is let out does he come to discover what's really real, and what he believed to be real before was merely an illusion. The former prisoner is so overwhelmed by reality, and at the same time so grateful for his discovery, that he voluntarily goes back into the cave of illusions, knowing what he is up against, because he feels a deep obligation to lead his fellow prisoners out of their illusionary view of reality and into the light. This allegory of Plato is really a story of your education and mine. There are so many illusionary beliefs, many fostered by con men who stand to benefit from our naivete, ignorance, prejudices, fears, or intellectual laziness. Over 200 years ago, Thomas Jefferson warned the nation that our democracy could only be preserved by constant vigilance, because he understood that ever-present threat of con men would create an attractive illusionary view of the world in order for them to manipulate the populace to their own benefit. Hitler played upon the fears and prejudices of the German people in the 1930s to bring down that nation. In our own history, slavery, paternalism, xenophobia, McCarthyism, Jim Crow, anti-Semitism, pseudoscience, and homophobia have at one time or another created an illusionary view of others by playing upon our fears, ignorance, prejudices, and intellectual laziness. In every instance, there have been con men who have benefited socially, economically, and politically from these illusionary constructs of the world. This is why each of you who are graduating today should be tremendously grateful for your education. In your classrooms over the past 4 years, you have examined a multiplicity of illusions in the light. Your teachers and your parents before them have been engaged in the process of leading you out of a cave of illusions knowing full well that illusions are not easily broken. Think back at all you've learned in your various classes over the past 4 years. Think of all the illusions that in the light proved to be mere shadows on the wall. For those of you who claim to have learned nothing, I say, in your cave, it may seem comfortable right now, but a lie cannot live forever. I pray one day in your cave that you will see the light, or I pray one day that you will see the light to fulfill your ancestors' dreams and to join your fellow graduates in the duties and responsibilities of every American citizen to preserve our democracy and uphold our cherished belief that all people are created equal. In our celebration today, let's remember to be grateful to our fellow citizens who continue to hold out the opportunity of an education for all. On behalf of a grateful class of 2013, I especially want to thank all district educators for daring to re-enter the Cave of Illusions with all its pits and snares to lead these young people further into the light. This is a wonderful occasion to celebrate and to be thankful for. Class of 2013, you are our hope. God bless you all.
Would Timberlane seniors Ryan McKenna and DJ Baker please approach the podium for a special presentation? Ryan and DJ are presenting a handcrafted gift to Mr. Leary. This gift is a product of several weeks of work done in Mr. Eric Schonenberger's Incredible Woods program. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2013, please join me in applauding Mr. John Leary for his 27 years of selfless service to the Timberlane School District.
Thank you.
I'll take care of it for you. Mr. Leary, John? Well done, gentlemen. At this time, it is my pleasure to call to the stage our class essayist, Jennifer Dill, to deliver her commencement address. Jennifer.
Hello and good morning, everyone, especially my fellow graduating class and the graduation orchestra. A few weeks ago, I was called to Mr. Woodworth's office and was asked to speak to you today to discuss history. I can honestly say that when I first heard this, I was extremely nervous, as this is a vague topic. Instantly, my mind flashed back to the beginning of my junior year when I was sitting in Mr. Doobie's APUS history class talking about the colonies. Then, as if it was a movie on fast forward, I remembered every bit of American history I had ever learned. How was I supposed to make this into a 3-minute speech and have it be relevant to the reason we are called here today? Then I realized, the history of America, as great and as fascinating as it may be, is not what today is about. Today is about us and our history as a group of 383 wonderful students. After all, we are gathered here as the ending to our 4-year-long journey through high school and our even longer 12-year-long journey through the school system in general. Together, we have overcome so many obstacles, achieved so much greatness, and are now brought together to celebrate it all in the form of a graduation, our final celebration of hard work, dedication, and great accomplishments. And I want to take this time to remind us all of what we have achieved and how much we have grown from our first days on Earth to our first strolls down the Timberlane hallways. So with this, I will take us back to the lovely years of 1994 and 1995, the years that most of us were born. Back then, the world was a weird place, full of overalls, oversized clothes, Furbies, and some very interesting rap music. To us, To us, though, the world was our canvas. Everything was new and intriguing, and as the 90s went on, we were just beginning to figure out the world we now called home. Nothing was boring, for as children we were able to question and become absorbed by everything and anything. Then we grew into the 2000s, where we faced our first tragedies, our first losses, and our first experience with school and learning. Here we made friends, made memories, and most importantly, began the process of making our names for ourselves and marking our place in the world. By 2002, we were just graduating first grade, feeling like we had conquered the world. Little did we know that someday we would face greater challenges, tougher classes, and larger situations than we had ever expected. In the blink of an eye, we were taking our first steps in the halls of middle school, where we were greeted by a whole new cluster of students and teachers that we had never met or even seen before. We were scared, we were nervous, but we were also brave, as we spent the next 3 years conquering our fears and overcoming obstacles that helped set us up for the beginning of the end, a beginning known as high school. Before we knew it, we were facing our days as freshmen, making new friends, figuring out new schedules, and a whole new school building, and most importantly, beginning what would go on to be the best 4 years of our educational career, full of self-exploration, self-discovery, and a slight bit of fear. Our freshman year ended as quickly as it came, and we were quickly launched into our second year as underclassmen. Acting as if we ruled the world, no longer afraid of any seniors or upperclassmen that knew their way better than we did, our class took on sophomore year with pride, only helping to further lead us into our junior year, the year where everything began to matter. The pressure was built, stress levels went through the roof, but our class stuck through it all, through the thick and thin. Then senior year came, and as if no time had passed at all, we were finally the oldest crowd in the building, ready to take on not only the school, but the world. Despite a rough start to the year where our class suffered hardships, everyone was able to stick together and prove that despite what some people may believe, the class of 2013 is not only strong, but capable of a level of success that is beyond belief. I can honestly say as your class essayist, I could not be more honored or more proud to be graduating with such a fabulous group of students. And as my final words, I would like to say a quote from my favorite band, the Academy is, "We've come so far, these years we survived the ride that turned us inside out." Congrats, class of 2013, we did it.
Thank you, Emily. A senior salute. A senior salute to the senior members of the leadership team, Ryan Tingley, Avon LaRosa, George Nafakos, Howie Collier, Annie Averill, and any other seniors involved with the program. We'd like to honor the memory of Evan Doobie, a graduate of the class of 2012, which led lost my spot. This memory led to a day of workshops and life lessons on the theme of compassion, which the entire senior class was in attendance for, and which enabled us to be able to graduate today, on the same weekend that we had initially planned to graduate. So, a senior salute to the senior class and those senior members who organized that tremendous event. A senior salute to Madison Ripley and Jeff Edgecombe, who did a fabulous job leading the Project Hope, Strut for a Cure program. Thanks to their leadership and hard work, the group was once again able to raise over $10,000 to fight a battle against cancer and to help a local family in the district. And at this time, I'd like to call to the stage our class salutatorian, Emily Swanson, to deliver her commencement address.
When I was little, I read a book that taught me what happened if you gave a mouse a cookie. What I discovered was that in the end, the mouse just ended up with another cookie, which in a way made me think that this story was pointless. But the interesting part wasn't what happened at the beginning and what the mouse had started with, and it wasn't what the mouse had ended up with either. It was what had happened between the beginning of the story and the end. Life is often thought of as a series of single moments in time. Moments we wait for, and moments we count down toward. Our first words, our first steps, our first day of school, our first competition, our first prom, our last game, our last recital, our last day of school, our graduation. These moments do commemorate who we've become, but it's neither these moments nor is it this moment here today that defines us as who we are and who we will be. It is each and every moment that occurs along the way. It's all of the moments over the past 4 years, all of the hardships that we have endured, and all of the accomplishments that we have cherished. And though we have waited for graduation most of our lives, for this one single moment, what we need to realize is we have been experiencing it all along. Life may have a destination, one final moment, or one last hurrah, that we think defines us as who we are. But it is not this final moment that shapes us. It is the journey we discover along the way, and it's the choices that we choose to make. What lies ahead of us all today is a choice, our own choice for our own lives, to make our lives what we want. It's time to take our lives into our own hands and make our choices for ourselves. Because it's not the events that occur in our lives, it's how we react to the hand that life has dealt us. It may be scary. Sometimes a dark room may seem like a dark place. But what I have learned is that just because you can't see exactly what lies ahead of you, doesn't mean that what lies there isn't something truly spectacular. Today I stand before you as nothing more than another member of this senior class of 2013, of a class that through these past 4 years has accomplished so much as a whole. We have sent countless teams and individuals to state championships and New Englands. We have pulled off plays such as Beauty and the Beast, Chicago, Annie Get Your Gun, and Les Mis. We've survived a day without water and 1 year of midterms and finals. We've won Spirit Week, and we have supported each and every one of our teams until the end. We have stood by each other in terms of hardship and in times of loss, but we have celebrated and we have rallied together in times of joy. We are the class of 2013, and regardless of where we go next year or what we'll do, we'll always have these years to look back on. Because unlike the mouse in the story, what we came into high school with was not what we came out with. We've all grown, and we've all changed, but we're all better for it. Dr. Seuss said it best. Don't cry because it's over, smile because it's happened. Congratulations, class of 2013, for all you have to smile about here today. We did it.
A salute. Timberlane enjoyed 2 state championships this year. A salute to the senior members of the wrestling team, which won its 15th consecutive New Hampshire State Championship this winter. In particular, Adam Corey, Josh Burnham, Josh Riley, and Harry Denoncourt, who won individual state championships. Will all the senior members of the wrestling team please stand and be recognized? Thank you. This spring, the girls softball team had a tremendous season and garnered a state championship last weekend, defeating Concord 4-1 in the finals of the state tournament. A senior salute to the seniors on that team: Megan Bishop, Kayla Durkee, Masha Lang, Michaela McKinnon, Andrea Mesquita, and Carolyn Salvanecki. Will all the senior members of the girls softball team please stand and be recognized? Beyond these championship efforts, I applaud the high level of class participation in high school athletics. Will all the seniors who participated in all or any of our athletic programs during the past 4 years please stand? Very impressive. Thank you. At this time, it is my pleasure to call to the stage our class valedictorian, Nicholas Quirk, to deliver his commencement address. You're making a lot of noise.
There are certain people in this world that like to make puzzles. And after they make the puzzles, they glue the pieces together and hang them on the wall. My advice to you, class of 2013, is do not do this. The joy of making a puzzle is in assembling it, not looking at it after it's done. You know what it already looks like, that's why it's on the box. I want to tell you that you want to enjoy every single moment of your life. Every single memory should be something made every day. You have this time to live. This is your only time to live. Don't ruin it. Don't ruin it with being boring. Don't ruin it by making bad decisions. Just because there's certain rules today, just because the world acts a certain way, doesn't mean you have to. This is your only time to act however you want. Just play by the rules and have a good time. Let your only regrets be in life, not that you didn't do something, but because you forget it all because you did too much. Now here you are before me. Faces tight, maroon and white, waiting for more words. But words I do not have, the time is gone for talking. Here's a song for you. From the man who knows too much, that's me. Please enjoy. When I was just a little boy, I asked my mother, what will I be? Will I be handsome? Will I be rich? Here's what she said to me. Que sera, sera. Whatever will be, will be. The future's not ours to see. Que sera, sera. What will be, will be. Congratulations, class of 2013. Thank you all so much.
Ever the comedian, Mr. Quirk handed me a totally different speech, which I approved just the other day. Nice job. I'm relieved it's over. It is my pleasure at this time to welcome to the stage High School Guidance Director, Mr. Barry Children, to introduce our academic awards. Mr. Leary, please join me below the stage.
It is my pleasure to invite our top 3 academic students, Nicholas Quirk, Emily Swanson, and Jennifer Dill, to return to the stage area so that Associate Principal John Leary and Principal Donald Woodworth may recognize them as the academic leaders of the class of 2013. Our class essayist, Jennifer Dill. Our class salutatorian, Emily Swanson. And our 2013 Timberlane Regional High School class valedictorian, Nicholas Quirk. It is also my honor, on behalf of the high school faculty and administration, to announce the recipient of this year's Outstanding Senior Award. The Outstanding Senior Award is presented annually to a graduating senior who best embodies the ideals of scholarship, character, and service. This year's recipient is an outstanding example of a student who embraced these ideals. She exemplifies the best of Timberlane, and she has distinguished herself as one of the finest representatives of our school community. This year's Outstanding Senior Award goes to Avon LaRosa. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome to the podium the leader of our school district, the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Earl Metzler.
Good morning, Principal Woodworth, members of the school board, elected officials, platform guests, teachers, staff members, parents, grandparents, family and friends, and most importantly you, the class of 2013. What a great morning for the class of 2013 to be able to share their accomplishments with family, friends, teachers, and especially their parents. My parents shared many things with me over the years. Like my mother said, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. My father would say to me, love many, trust few, and always paddle your own canoe. I'm sure your parents have shared many things with you over the years. Their shared wisdom helped you get where you are today, and perhaps where you will go from here. Best said in Psalm 90:12, teach us to make the most of our time so that we may grow in wisdom. I would like to leave the class of 2013 with a couple of thoughts. Benjamin Franklin was quoted as saying the only things certain in life are death and taxes. The funny thing is when he said it, he wasn't even talking about death or taxes. He was referring to the new American Constitution and how it appears that it will last forever. Well, we can't be certain that the Constitution will last forever, but we can be sure that everyone will face death and will face taxes. Although, moving to New Hampshire, it is a much better place in terms of taxes than the Massachusetts that I came from. On that note, we all know that as part of life, we lose loved ones. However, this past year was especially difficult as Timberlane lost several members of our learning community. You have been tested many times during your years at Timberlane. Some of the most difficult tests were when you needed each other to get through these very difficult times. I've witnessed it both personally and professionally on many occasions and heard of countless others. You not only passed those tests, but became stronger each and every time. When people ask me what makes Timberlane so special, I could say it's the spectacular music program. I could say it's the unbelievable athletic programs, wrestling, softball, but that's not really it. What makes it so special is the Timberlane, it's the caliber of people. That is why. You take care of each other, and that's what makes this place so special. I'm sure almost everybody here is thinking of lost ones who are unable to celebrate with us today. With that, let me share with you what Steve Jobs said at the commencement speech at Stanford University back in 2005. No one wants to die. Even people who want to go to heaven don't want to die to get there. And yet, death is the destination we all share. No one has ever escaped it, and that's how it should be, because death is very likely the single best invention of life. It's life's change agent. It clears out the old and makes way for the new. Right now, that new is you. But someday, not too long from now, you will gradually become old and will be cleared away. Sorry to be so dramatic, but it is quite true. That being said, your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. stay hungry, stay foolish. Take a moment with me to think about loved ones unable to be here to celebrate with us today, and please join me in a moment of silence in their honor. Thank you. Grover Cleveland is quoted as saying, "From our ancestors come our names, from our virtues, our honors." It is the moral excellence of the class of 2013 from Timberlane that you've demonstrated during your 4 years here that makes you such an honorable group of young men and women. Many of our Eagle Scouts and classmates choosing to serve our country come to mind as I think about honor. Thank you for being such outstanding role models for the Timberlane community. So to each of you graduating today, please consider, continue to show temperance. Self-control will serve you well. Continue to be prudent. Exercise sound judgment. Continue to be courageous. Take on challenges with fortitude. Continue your strong faith. Believe in yourself. Believe in others. Continue your commitment to justice. You know right from wrong, and you know good from bad. Continue to hope, because who has hope has everything. And continue to love. Be generous and charitable. Don't apologize for the truth. Don't apologize for your faith. Pick your friends wisely. Love many. Trust few. Always paddle your own canoe. If you stay committed to these virtues, your moral excellence will lead to many honors, and your children will be as proud of you as we are of you today. May God bless you. May God bless the class of 2013, your families, and the United States of America. Congratulations.
Again this year, the music and theater departments have delighted the entire Timberlane community with inspiring performances that have touched our souls and thrilled our senses. The impressive talents of these artists have been nurtured and challenged by the directors who have set the bar high. This level of excellence has been met at the state and regional level. Timberlane musicians rank as the top musicians in the state, with the highest number of students chosen for the New Hampshire All-State Festival for many years running. These state and regional honors speak loudly of the commitment of students, conductors, and parents towards achieving greatness in the classroom and on the stage. This spring, a stellar performance of the musical Les Miserables enchanted our audiences with a historical tale united with a demanding musical score. Our actor-musicians faced the demands of such a difficult feat with determination, professionalism, and heart. At this time, I'd like to salute all of our performing artists. Will all the senior members of the orchestra please stand? Will all the members of the guitar orchestra please join them in standing? Will all the senior members of the band program please stand and join them? Will all the choral groups, senior members of the choral groups, please stand? Will all the members of the Timberlane players and the performers in the musical or any of our amazing theatrical performances please stand? And last but not least, will all the tech support students who work tirelessly behind the scenes to make it all look and sound great, will all of you please stand? Congratulations on a successful run this year. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce student representative to the school board, Brett Paley. Brett will deliver the school board address.
Students, faculty, parents, grandparents, siblings, friends, uncles who were not invited but showed up anyway. Good morning. On this day we become legendary, everything we dreamed of. In other words, thank you for coming out and supporting the class of 2013. My name is Brett Paley, and this year I had the honor of serving as the student representative on the school board. Now, I did not know what to expect when I walked into my first meeting. And after 5 hours of district issues and policies, I was a little afraid of what I got myself into. It was midnight, and I then realized how much time, effort, and care really goes into our school and our school's policies. I mean, our school board members volunteer endless hours in committee sessions, subcommittee sessions, out of committee sessions, just to make our days just a little brighter. And it really hit me how much they really work with the help of the parents, the community, and the school to give us the best possible education they can, and I believe they have. And it really shows how much they love and support us, and for that I believe they deserve a round of applause. There's no doubt that today is an important day. It marks the conclusion of our high school career and the beginning of our individual and separate paths. Today will be remembered by the diplomas, the endless photographs, and the feelings of accomplishment and change. However, we should not need to wait for an occasion like this to change who we are. Every week, every day, and every moment is an opportunity to change how we think, talk, act, and even live. Throughout my years here at Timberlane, in all the English classes, I've learned that nobody wants to read an uninteresting book. No one wants to read a boring book, right? And all my English teachers can vouch for that. So let me ask you something, class of 2013, and everyone here in attendance. If your life was a book, would you want to read it? If it could be sold on a dusty bookshelf in paperback, hardcover, would you get into the car, drive there, dish out the $10, buy it, and read it? I certainly hope so. But if the answer is no, as Tupac once said, it's time for us as a people to start making some changes. Now, don't worry about what other people think about your stories or your book, because it's not their book to write. And on a day like today, it's very interesting to think about what will happen in our stories. Will there be adventure? Will there be romance or mystery? The chapters ahead are blank and ready for action, and it's up to us to shape our own stories. We're all authors here today, and our actions tell a story of who we are and give us our own personal identity. Now, in our lives, and in our stories especially, we should all strive to become our own personal hero. Like the small hobbit or the little clownfish with a crippled fin, heroes can come from the most unlikely of places. An Shimin, a Chinese author, once noted, "The life of a true hero is an acrobatic dance and a tightrope high above the earth. There's no true way of being fully prepared. And after all, our lives have become a balancing act of what we want to do and what we have to do. But don't worry, because we have friends, parents, and teachers to support us when that thin little wire becomes just a little too wobbly." Tomorrow, we will wake up graduates of Timberlane Regional High School. However, across the world, there are millions of young graduates, from Chile to Russia to the Dominican Republic. We're not all that unique in terms of graduation. However, I can tell you this. We do have a gift many of those students do not have. Alexei Pajitnov, the inventor of Tetris, was born in Russia. He created Tetris, the game we all know and love. Except he did not make a single cent off of that game because the government stole all of his rights and funds. He fled that country, moved here, started the Tetris company in Honolulu, Hawaii, and now he is rich, everybody. I'm not talking spiritually rich, I'm talking stacks on stacks. And yeah, stacks. That's America right there. Thank you, yes. I can say with complete honesty, all jokes aside, that we are graduating from the best country on this planet. And just to approve of that, there are students in this very graduating class who left their native countries so they could receive an education here and receive a little piece of paper that we will all receive today, just so they could have a better opportunity at life. And if that doesn't speak to the greatness of this nation, I'm not really sure what does. Unlike Alexei, we won't have to migrate anywhere to pursue our dreams. And you can make a great living off of it if you want to underwater basket weave, if you want to sell ShamWows, you could clean ceiling tiles, and you can make a great living off of it. Just follow the light and stay illuminated. Enough words, though, as it is time to celebrate. Congratulations to everyone, and good luck with your adventures, your story, and your balancing act in the years to come. We have 4 towns here. We have 1 district, 1 school, but together we've created endless memories. I love all of you. It's been an honor serving with you guys, learning everything, and I couldn't picture a better class to graduate with. So God bless America, God bless this district, and God bless the class of 2013. Thank you.
Guys, I've run out of speeches. Is that okay? At this time, I ask Assistant Principal Mr. Brian O'Connell, Assistant Principal Mrs. Maria Denola, and Assistant Principal Ms. Mary Widman to come forward to introduce the members of the graduating class of 2013. Class advisors, Ms. Lisa Bisson and Mrs. Patricia Moore, please prepare to guide the class to the platform. And as the principal of Timberlane Regional High School, it is my pleasure and duty to present the class of 2013 to the Timberlane Regional School Board and to the Superintendent of Schools. And I certify that each member of the class that will be receiving a diploma today has completed the requirements established by the state of New Hampshire and the Timberlane Board of Education. We will now confer the diplomas. Joining me at the stage to do this is board member, board chair, assistant chair, Mrs. Nancy Steenson, Dr. Earl Metzler, and myself.
Class valedictorian, Nicholas Patrick Clerk. Presenting Nick his diploma is his mother, Dolores. District employee. Class salutatorian, Emily Rose McLean Swanson. Presenting Emily her diploma is her mother, Karen, district employee. Class essayist, Jennifer Dill. Now presenting senior exec, president, Avon Michelle LaRosa. Presenting Avon with her diploma is her mother, Elizabeth, district employee. Vice President, Shannon Mary Mahoney. Treasurer, Annie Elizabeth Averill. Secretary, Emma Suzanne Toth. Student School Board Rep, Sir Brett Robert Paley. Alexander Joseph Caruso. Brenna Elizabeth Hamilton. Jessica Carol Markarian. Morgan Jean McGurn. Megan Elizabeth McSweeney. Erin Nicole Murphy. Samantha Mary Murphy. Andrea Rose Pernokis. Madison K. Ann Ripley. Now presenting Student Council, Dana Aylward. Rebecca Frances Bassey. Alana Rose Bolio. Bridget Ann Bollier. Presenting Bridget with her diploma is her mother, Jill, district employee. Brianna Michelle Butler. Tim Chang. Haley Paige Coates. Selena DeTore. Patrick Paul Farah. Samantha Jean Gagnon. Yep. Allison Rose Gannon. Gabrielle Nicole Casa. Presenting Gabrielle with her diploma is her mother, Elizabeth, former school board member. Emily Rose Langlois. Kaylee Elizabeth Laren. Casey Alexandra McFadden. National Guard Brandon O'Donnell. Gabrielle Jean Peralt. Presenting Gabrielle with her diploma is her mother, Jennifer, district employee. Kaylin Marie Ryan. Michaela Rose Tafe. Michaela Todd. Megan Elizabeth Vassell. Presenting National Honor Society members, Shannon Lee Alper. Megan Estelle Bishop. Zachary Richard Bowen. Andrew Junk Breed. I'm new at this. Kaylee Ann Brown. Michael Powers Caniff. Mackenzie A. Cartier. Ready? By one, Jim Chang. Allison Patricia Cole. Presenting Allison with her diploma is her mother, Patty, district employee. Jameson William Collins. Howard Thomas Collier. Eric Michael Como. Molly Devon Coyne. Rachel Jamie Crinklaw. Paul Robert Cronin. Molly Catherine Dufresne. Kayla Danielle Durkee. Gunnar Ewing Erickson. Catherine Rose Eastep. Caitlin May Ferreira. Presenting Caitlin with her diploma is her mother Joyce, district employee. Jacqueline Ficara. Matthew Douglas Fisher. Emily Jeanette Fournier. Samantha Angela Gentile. Autumn Gilmartin. Presenting Autumn with her diploma is her mother Deborah, district employee. Matthew Arthur Grant. Abby Catherine Hawkins. Jennifer Marie Hennessy. Amanda Leah Horrocks. Eric William Costola. Aaron Joseph Kenny. Hannah Kathleen Kimball. Midori Ann Knowles. Nicholas Philip Lambert. Ryan Clifford Lankto. Taylor Marie Langlois. Andrew John LaFoley. Rebecca Catherine Mockamer. Morgan Ashley Mackey. Cassandra Marie McKinnon. Caitlin Marcotte. Evan Charles Martin. Ryan Matthew McCarthy. Mitchell Robert McDonald. Xavier Daniel McNulty. George Constantine Nifakos. Jessica Marie Perry. Cameron McKay Picard. Jessica Margarita Pimentel Almonte. Paige Elizabeth Roberts. Harry Patrick Shields. Jerome. Ryan Jerome Tingley. Jacob Lincoln Wilmot. Alec Paul Withy. Presenting Alec with his diploma is his mother, Lisa, former school board member. Crystal. Sherry Crystal Abbott. Jessica Corinne Allen. See, that's my wife's name. I got that one down. Samantha Michelle Arena. Yeah. Derek Sanderson Arnold Jr. Kaylin Marie Arrow. Zachary Michael Bacon. David James Scott Baker. Emily Nicole Baker. Michelle Lynn Baker. Nathan Francis Baker. Bergstrom. Adam Tyler Bergstrom. Danielle Marie Bernier. Sean Ryan Berthel. Scott Alex Buchler. Joseph John Bebo. Stephen Daniel Bilodeau. Taylor Blaisdell. Zachary Stephen Blanc. Brady Christopher Bonnell. Tyler James Booth. Jacob Bouchard. Samantha Marie Boucher. Samuel Everett Boucher. Benjamin Keith Bouvier. Caitlin Ashley Boyd. Brett Matthew Boyer. Shane Michael Branca. Allison Mae Brown. Brittany Elizabeth Brown. Jacob Alexander Burke. Christopher John Burnett. Joshua Robert Burnham. The one and only Justin Scott Burnham. Kristen Marie Burnham. Tanisha Burns. Eric Daniel Butler.
Emily Jean Calder. Nicholas William Calagero. Jake Walter Cameron. Sarah Ann Carey. Austin Christopher Kayabyab. Cassidy Marie Cephalo. Jessica Lynn Cioto. Abby Carson Clegg. Presenting Abby with her diploma is her mother, Donna, district employee. Tez Mariah Cole. Kelsey Violet Collins. Ryan Timothy Collins. Crystal Lee Cook Giroux. Eden Irene Cook Glover. Michaela Ann Coolidge. Adam Christopher Corey. Christina Marie Cortez. Joshua Aaron Corrier. Daniel Robert Cusalito. Brett Andrew Sear. Cody Christopher Diamato. Kendall Doreen Davicos. Joshua T. David. Christopher Patrick Davies. Thomas Richard Dawson. Presenting Thomas with his diploma is his cousin, PFC Andrew J. Caffey, United States Marine Corps. This was a surprise. Kyle Patrick DeShane. Nicole Rosalie DeFranzo. Emily Elizabeth DeLuca. Marin Dennison. Harrison Lewis Denoncourt. Christopher DePietro. Gregory Edward Desmond. Melissa Rose Devine. Margaret Morgan Demond. Nicole Jane DeFreya. Ariana Nicole DiNardo. Nicholas James Dion. Nicholas James Donnellan. Allison Marie Doty. Travis Bernard Dudell. Jacqueline Duhamel. Brandon Michael Duke. Antoinette Eastman. Jordan Taylor Eastman. Brandon Michael Eby. Jeffrey Charles Edgecombe. Robert Ephraimson. Elora Christine Emond. Nicole Lee Fales. Jessica Beth Fisher. Chloe Fish. Brian Foden. Anna Elizabeth Foley. Allison K. Fournier Flathers. Matthew David Franklin. Aaron James Fredette. Molly Friedman. Corey Ryan Freeman. Ashley Rose Fusco. Alexandra Michelle Gaddy. Kevin Gagnon. Gage Michael Gallant. Tyla Helen Gallant. Nicole Galvin. Cam Gargano. Nicholas Giangara. Chelsea Gilmartin. Presenting Chelsea with her diploma is her mother, Deborah, district employee. Zachary Gilmartin. Presenting Zachary with his diploma is his mother, Deborah, district employee. Chantel Gerardo. Destiny Cheyenne Gleason. Matthew Francis Gray. Chelsea Green. Brian Raul Guerrero. Marilyn Rose Haas. Cameron Alexander Hale. Caitlin Elizabeth Halliday. Michaela Ray Hamill. Casey Nicole Hayden. Timothy Joseph Healy. Casey Christopher Hicks. Lucas Stephen Hain. Cassidy Evelyn Holmes. Rachel Marie Horak. Rebecca Hunter. David Henry Iacopucci. Michael James Ingalls. Presenting Michael with his diploma is his mother, Ann, district employee. Mark Allen Johnston. William Patrick Joyce. Lindsay Morgan Judkins. Jacob Kapler. Adam George Kayal. Catherine Elizabeth Keene. Kyle Jeffrey Kiefer. Mary Jamisa King. Zachary Pederudo Kliska. Jessica Lauren Knight. Nikki Christine Korb. Elizabeth Rose LaBelle. Erin H. LaFrancis. Masha Maria Michaela Lange. Ethan Daniel Larkin. Kayla Beth LaRocca. Jordan Thomas Law. Jordan Kristen Lawrence. Jacob Michael Lemieux. Alexander Michael Lewis. Jacob Thomas Lighthizer. Jennifer Marie Lipfert. Presenting Jennifer with her diploma is her mother, Laura, district employee. Jacqueline Marie Livingston. Stephen Elijah Longbook. Zachary Alexander Luscombe. Sean Patrick Lynch. Noah Jeffrey Lyons. Michaela Alexis McKinnon. Nicholas McCrae. Garrett Maddox. Tyler Douglas Maddox. Shelby Lynn Maglio. Michael Carmen McGuire. Patrick Daniel Mahoney. Cameron William Malcolm. Zachary James Mamino. Kyla Ann Marcelonis. Natasha Markland. Nicholas Andrew Martin. Brian Michael Mascola. Presenting Brian with his diploma is his father Michael and school board member. Joseph Sebastian Mastriano. Thomas Brendan Matatal. Jessica Lynn Matthews. Caitlin McBride. Rachel May McCarthy. James Edward McCoy. Ryan Patrick McCready. Amy McDonald. Ryan Patrick McKenna. Joshua McNamara. Rachel Therese McTeague. Rebecca Jean McTeague. Cheyenne Kayla Melanson. Matthew Ronald Melanson. Connor Edward Mealy. Andrea Marie Mesquita. Dale Thomas Midgley. Christopher Miller. Presenting Christopher with his diploma is his stepmother, Linda, district employee. Devin Kelly Miller. Sean Edward Miller. Taylor Ann Mitchell. Mary Catherine Morrill. Amanda Dorothy Mulhall. Presenting Amanda with her diploma is her mother, Stacy, district employee. Caitlin Elizabeth Musho. Nicholas Robert Newhouse. Logan Hans Nicolaisen.
Julie Ray O'Leary. Mary Faith Olson. Corey Patrick O'Malley. Benjamin David Oreo. Presenting Ben with his diploma is his mother Ellen, district employee. Nicholas Willett. Benjamin Jeffrey Padalaro. Christopher Hugh Paglisha Jr. You're good. You got it. Tyler Perrin.
Presenting Tyler with his diploma is his mother, Robin, district employee. Lisette Therese Perez. Lexi Blaze Peters. Tori Lynn Plank. Catherine Mine Saris. Megan Elizabeth Robin Remy. Hannah Mary Richardson. Amber Rose Ricker. Joshua Paul William Riley. Brianna Lee Robinson. Justin Michael Rogers. Haley Brooke Rooney. Kyle Joseph Russo. Kathleen Elizabeth Rue. Corey Robert Saltalamacchia. Jamie Tyler Saltalamacchia. Salvano. Joseph John Salvano. Carolyn Marie Salvaneski. Elise Christine Salvaneski. Brooke Kristen Sapia. Brian Patrick Schuler. Erin Jessica Seavey. Taylor Lynn Seminetz. Amanda Marie Schaefer. Raina Marie Sheldon. Adam James Sheridan. Presenting Adam with his diploma is his mother, Patty, district employee. Alexander Wayne Shields. Nikki Lee Silva. Joshua Joseph Smith. Shane Richard Smith. Shelby Kerwin Smith. Kurt Allen Standkey. Alyssa Grace Strakowski. Mary Ellen Catherine Sullivan. Thomas D. Sullivan. Matthew Fitzgerald Terracone. Brett William Rogers Thornton. Eric Ronald Rogers. Rogers Thornton. Joseph Patrick Ty. Emily Tobin. Brian James Tower. Elizabeth Catherine Trouts. Andrew Tren. Andrew Tren. Caitlin Jean Trout. You want Ferguson? Okay. Sean Fergus Troy. Paul Michael Valhuli Jr. Kayla Marie Vizina. Dakota Vondrasik. Cody Alexander Wallace. Rebecca Wollaston. Brandy Lee Watson. Shauna Weedman. Holly Rebecca Weymouth. Jessica Elizabeth Williams. Taryn Ashley Wolf. Caitlin Elizabeth Wolford. Lulu Michelle Wolford. Madeline Blake Wonderly. Carrie Ann Yell. Ryan Raymond Young. Kane Michael Zimmerman. Thomas Alexander Zukas.
At this time, I ask Assistant Principal, excuse me. At this time, I call upon Student Council President Kelly Laren. Kaylee will deliver the closing remarks.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to thank all of you for supporting me with my promotion to assistant principal. Couldn't have done it without you, class of 2013. Started from the bottom. Since kindergarten, we have been told that this day is one of the most important of our lives. That walking across the stage and receiving our diplomas would officially mark the beginning of adulthood and the end of our baby days. I disagree. I believe that the passage into adulthood is one that cannot be planned or anticipated or captured within a mere piece of paper. I believe that some of us graduated a long time ago, and that some of us will not graduate for years to come. So while the piece of paper you now hold in your hands is not exactly the key to eternal wisdom, that is not to say it is meaningless. In fact, it is worth its weight in memories, in smiles, in stress, and yes, in knowledge. It is simultaneously all the things and people that have touched your life for the past 4 years and the promise of a future. But like all promises, it is nothing unless acted on. Today, when we hang up our caps and gowns and put away our diplomas, we are finally in complete control to do whatever we want to do. We no longer have the luxury of blaming high school for any of our problems or using as an excuse for why we aren't doing what we love. As of right now, all of us have planned our futures around what will make us happy. And in 20 years, it's important that we not settle for anything less than what will make us just as happy as we were on our high school graduation day. Today, when we woke up, we were high school students. In a few moments, we will be college students, members of the military, and members of the workforce. Although the concept is daunting, as Abraham Lincoln once said, the best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. And I believe we are all well prepared for tomorrow. Congratulations, class of 2013. The future begins right now. In keeping with tradition, please move your tassels from the right to left, confirming us as TRHS graduates!
Great job, Terry. Congratulations, one and all. Advisors, faculty, please line up for the exit of the graduates, back where we started, as they entered into the seats. If you guys could bid them farewell by lining up and then fall in behind them. Congratulations, folks. Thank you. And once again, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, class of 2013.